अयोध्या तो झांकी है, क्या क्या अभी बाकी है? That is the question many are asking even as the masjid or mandir debate sweeps headlines again. 500 years ago, a temple was maybe pulled down by the Mughal Emperor Babur's general and a mosque erected in its place. Maybe. The matter is of course in the court. One of the first Mughal structures in India has brought two communities at loggerheads once again in Uttar Pradesh's Sambhal. No, we are not talking about the Babri Masjid once again. That seems to be a done and dusted case. But as they say in politics, when one chapter ends, another begins. This mosque in Uttar Pradesh's Sambhal district seems to be that watershed moment for some that has brought life in the city to a standstill.
जो घटना हुई है वो सोची समझी साजिश है। वहाँ जो खुदाई की बात लगातार अध्यक्ष महोदय देश में कोने कोने पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी और उनके सहयोगी और समर्थक शुभचिंतक बार बार खुदाई की जो बात कर रहे हैं अध्यक्ष महोदय, ये खुदाई जो है हमारे देश का सौहार्द, हमारे देश का भाईचारा, हमारे देश का गंगा जमनी तहजीब को खो देगा।
5 people were killed in the violence that broke out after a district court's order allowing a survey of the structure. You might ask, why is the disputed structure being surveyed? It is because the Hindu side claims that there stood a temple over which the mosque was erected. The plot may give deja vu to some, while for others it is a concerning development. While it is neither the first time such an Islamic structure has come under scrutiny, nor will it be the last, quite possibly. From Varanasi's Gyanvapi to Mathura's Shahi Masjid to Ajmer Sharif and even the Taj Mahal, Hindu groups claim the list of historical injustices is quite long, and hence a lot of ammunition for politicians as well. Why has the Sambhal Mosque survey become a sudden flashpoint in the politics of Uttar Pradesh? Why are the opposition parties suddenly quoting RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat to counter the BJP? What are the larger political, social and historical implications of Mandir or Masjid debate in Sambhal? Let's decode. At the heart of the whole hangama in Sambhal is an ex parte order by a court of a civil judge allowing the photographic and videographic survey of Shahi Jama Masjid. The order came in response to a plea from the Hindu side claiming the mosque was built by Mughal Emperor Babur in 1526 after demolishing an ancient Hari Har temple. The Hindu community believes that the 10th avatar of Lord Vishnu, Kalki, will descend in Sambhal.
आज माननीय सिविल जज सीनियर डिवीजन संभल साहब के ऑर्डर के कंप्लायंस में आज यहाँ पे एडवोकेट कमीशन की कार्रवाई शुरू हुई। अभी इसमें काफी चीजें अधूरी रह गई हैं, बहुत सारे फीचर्स की इसमें स्टडी होना अभी बाकी है। तो अभी कोर्ट के ऑर्डर की कंप्लायंस में फर्दर जो एडवोकेट कमीशन की कार्रवाई है वो आगे बढ़ेगी।
Notably, the court did not consult the Shahi Masjid's Intizamiya committee. On November 24th, another round of survey was scheduled in the mosque premises. But before the survey of the protected national monument could be completed, large-scale violence rocked the city of Sambhal. Reports of stone pelting, sloganeering and hooliganism emerged from the conflict-hit town that saw the killing of at least 5 people. The government had to suspend the internet in the UP town while turning the city into a fortress. Death threats were issued to Vishnu Shankar Jain, the lawyer representing the Hindu side. On November 29th, the Supreme Court intervened and ordered a Sambhal trial court to halt the proceedings in the case. Soon after the Sambhal violence, the blame game began. While claims of Muslims being selectively targeted and administration's biased action dominated, others blamed the miscreants who resorted to stone pelting in Sambhal.
जो घटना हुई है मतलब इतनी अफसोसजनक है कि जिसका कि मैं आपके सामने बयान भी नहीं कर सकता। ये एक प्री प्लान घटना है और अफसोस की बात यह है कि इसमें खास तौर से मुस्लिम समाज के लोगों को जो टारगेट कर करके काम किया जा रहा है इस प्रदेश और देश के अंदर, इससे ज्यादा बुरा हाल शायद आज़ादी के बाद में कभी नहीं हुआ होगा।
Places of Worship Act 1991 was widely quoted by the Netas as per their own suitability. The act prohibits changing the character of religious places from how they existed on August 15, 1947. Samajwadi Party, the principal opposition party in Uttar Pradesh, led from the front and questioned the intentions of the government.
पूरी गलती है तो वो सरकार की है। सर्वे जब एक बार हो चुका था, फिर दोबारा सर्वे क्यों करना? और अगर दोबारा सर्वे भी करना था तो आपस में बैठ करके बातचीत की जा सकती थी। बातचीत कर करके जो बातें रह गई थी उनका दोबारा सर्वे कराया जा सकता था। सर्वे के खिलाफ नहीं थे।
Opposition leaders also quoted RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat while defending the rights of the mosques.
ठीक है, प्रतीकात्मक कुछ हमारी विशेष श्रद्धा थी, ऐसे स्थानों के बारे में हमने कहा, लेकिन रोज एक मामला निकालना नया, ये भी नहीं करना चाहिए। हमको झगड़ा क्यों बढ़ाना है? ज्ञानवापी के बारे में हमारी कुछ श्रद्धाएं हैं, परंपरा से चलती आई, हम कर रहे, ठीक है, परंतु हर मस्जिद में शिवलिंग क्यों देखना?
A similar attack on the Yogi and Modi government was launched by the key Uttar Pradesh players including Rahul Gandhi and Mayawati. Obviously not. The list of monuments supposedly requiring correction is long. Apart from Varanasi's Gyanvapi and Mathura's Shahi Eidgah, other disputes have cropped up recently. Even during the Rath Yatra for Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, the popular slogans only talked about these two other sites. Ayodhya to jhanki hai, Kashi Mathura baki hai. While cases of Varanasi and Mathura are sub judice, the pleas have been filed against several other monuments as well, with latest being the one against Ajmer Dargah Sharif. In March this year, Madhya Pradesh's Bhojshala structure also came under scrutiny after Archaeological Survey of India submitted its survey report in the premises. Don't forget that within 2 years, Uttar Pradesh will go for assembly elections. While Yogi Adityanath will look for a record hat-trick, Akhilesh Yadav, who has been out of power for a decade now, is eyeing the CM seat again. As Sambhal emerges as a fresh flashpoint in the biggest political state of India, the key questions remain unanswered. Is correcting historical injustices the need of hour for civilizational awakening, or is it being used for political gains?